Well, good afternoon, evening, morning, bladesmiths, and those who are fans of bladesmithing. Al here. Started off making a video this morning of a Bowie knife that I had done all the forging and sanding and grinding on, and to put into the forge to heat treat, and then after tempering I was going to put a deer antler handle on. Actually, what I ended up doing is making two very rookie mistakes. So my project is not going to come to fruition, but all is not lost, because bladesmiths don't make mistakes. We just make smaller blades. Anyway, since I already recorded a bunch of video, here's what I got. So hopefully you'll learn from my mistakes. Alright, so far we're doing pretty good, right? That's about the way my coals look when I forge. Temperature's about 1500, 1600 degrees, give or take. Problem is, I don't usually forge this time of the day, so when I pull the metal out, as you can see here, it's barely even red in the middle, and the ends aren't even colored. And I got what I thought was a good quench, but like I said, this area is usually heavily shaded. I should have taken the metal back into the barn, into the shop rather, and looked at it. From my point of view, it was bright orange. Looking at the video, obviously the metal was not nearly hot enough, and when I went and grabbed my my handy file to do the skate test, it grabbed right there. So I did something that I really hate to do: put it back into the fire. I do not like having to double quench. Still blissfully unaware that I'm not getting it nearly hot enough. Put it back in, waited a minute, moved the coals around, went back in, grabbed my channel locks, which reminds me I got to make myself some tongs. Pulled it out, still looked really bright orange to me. Requenched it, wasn't hot enough. Grabbed my file after I quenched it, and for some reason, I don't know why, it shouldn't have, but the file did skate off the edge of the blade. Skate, 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 skate. Skate, skate, right? No problem. But there was a huge problem. When I looked at the blade, it turns out it had cracked right down the length of the blade, from about 2/3 of the way down from the top, or maybe 1/3 of the way up, all the way almost to the tip. There was a crack almost straight through. So I ended up having to take that off. Obviously, I was just going to throw the whole thing away, but no, I decided not to. And I'll make a much smaller knife, and I'll probably put a different handle on it, and I'll keep it around. Maybe someone will buy it, I don't know, but it wasn't what I tried to do. The reason why, the second rookie mistake that I made that you really couldn't see in the video, was that I forgot to heat my oil. My oil was pretty much ambient temperature, about 85 degrees. Not nearly hot enough to prevent shocking the metal. So you take those two things, the fact that I did not get the metal hot enough, double quenched it in cooking oil, canola oil that wasn't heated. And that's a recipe for disaster. So lessons learned: always take your blade into shaded area after you pull it out of the fire to make sure that it's hot enough. And please heat up your oil. Maybe 120, 130 degrees should do it. If it's too cold, you might as well just dunk it in water. Anyway, that's it. We learn from our mistakes. I learned too today that I should have known, that I've learned before. So there you have it. Peace out.